Hello there! If you're watching this, you might be ready to buy a home. Or you're at least thinking about it. Maybe you're even dream scrolling on Zillow right now. Today we're breaking down the process of how to buy a home in 10 easy steps. Whether you're a first-time buyer or you're looking to upgrade, we've got you. Hi, I'm Lindsay Cohen, one of the experts here at Zillow. We are your one-stop shop for all things buying, selling, or owning. How? Well, we leverage all of the expertise that comes from the pros here at Zillow to break down the journey and simplify the process, so you have the knowledge and the confidence to find your dream home. Zillow has a ton of helpful tools that we'll be mentioning throughout the video. Links to those will be in the description box below, along with other valuable resources and information. Let's take a closer look at the steps to buying a home. First step, credit score. You can access free credit report tools once a year to determine where yours stands. Why does this matter when you're buying a house? Because the higher your credit score is, the lower your interest rate will be. And trust me, you want as low an interest rate as you can get. A credit score of 720 or higher, that will earn you a good interest rate on a normal loan. For FHA loans or Federal Housing Administration loans, you can usually get approved with a credit score of 580 and up. Here's what goes into your score: payment history, total debt, length of credit history, new credit, type of credit. A solid grasp of your credit score is essential for financial planning, especially if you're aiming to improve it for loan approval or homeownership. Step 2, figure out your budget. So, what's your budget for buying your new home? If you're not sure, we actually have tools for that. Zillow's calculators can give you a quick, realistic idea of what you can comfortably afford. It'll feel great to get a clearer picture of your finances before speaking with a lender. At this step, let's also make a wish list of your must-haves for your home, because that can help determine budget. Here are some examples of what to consider: number of bedrooms and bathrooms, square footage, outdoor space, location, layout, features and finishes, school district, pet friendliness, work commute. Step 3, get pre-approved. What does that mean and why does it matter? In the pre-approval process, a lender will look at your finances and let you know how much they're willing to lend you. That will tell you how much house you can afford. To get pre-approved, you'll need to gather details on your finances and submit them to the lender. You can also have a conversation with your lender about any nuances or concerns you might have. Say you have student loans, or you're looking at low down payment mortgages because you don't have a ton of cash in savings. This is a great time to discuss those things with your loan officer and figure out your options. There are no guarantees, hence why you still have to apply for the loan. But once pre-approved, you can shop for your house with more confidence because a lender has thoroughly vetted all of your finances. The lender will give you a letter that will be proof to show sellers you're serious about buying. This proof will give you an edge in a competitive market. And guess what? Zillow is a direct lender. You can start this process and get pre-qualified through Zillow Home Loans. The link is below. Remember when I mentioned that fun task of gathering all your financial documents to send to potential lenders? Let's cover that quickly because this part can feel pretty daunting. You have to stare your finances in the face. But keep in mind, it is empowering to know exactly where you stand financially, and the work that you're doing at this step can also save you money in the long run. Here's a checklist for everything you'll need to share with your potential lender. Income statements like W-2s, 1099s, rental income, and tax returns. Assets like bank statements and retirement accounts. Debts, including monthly expenses like student loans. Yes, you can buy a house with student debt. Credit cards and other mortgages. Current rent, child support payments, alimony payments. Records of bankruptcies and foreclosures. Step 4, find a real estate agent. Okay, it's time to bring in the pros. Having an advocate and friend on your side is critical. Agents are experts in navigating the local housing market, finding your dream listings, setting up appointments, and connecting you with other professionals like contractors, house inspectors, lawyers, and of course, lenders, if you don't already have one. We can connect you directly with an agent on Zillow. The link is below. Step 5, start your home search. Now it's time to open up that Zillow app and turn some of that dream scrolling into a reality. There are all sorts of filters for price and all of your home must-haves. And of course, your agent can send you listings and schedule showings. Just remember, it's important to be flexible. That almost perfect house in your favorite neighborhood might not have that extra bedroom you were hoping for. Or just because you found a home that seems perfect doesn't mean it actually is. So let's talk about the health of a house. Here are a few important things to look for during the house tour. Structural defects and cracking, water pressure, don't forget to turn on those faucets and shower heads, electrical issues, try the light switches, functionality and heat retention of doors and windows, roof and exterior quality, noise from neighbors or traffic. Don't worry too much if you miss something. Later in the house buying process, you will have a house inspector come through and do a thorough evaluation before sealing the deal. Step 6, make an offer. CMA, or comparative market analysis. This is what you and your agent will use to determine how much you are willing to offer the seller to buy the house. There will still be some negotiating, but this is the first step in that process. There are other things to consider when making an offer. Let's go over them. Disclosures. These are known problems with the house that the seller must legally tell you about. This could be water damage or cracks in the foundation. Contingencies. This basically means you have a way to back out of the deal if certain issues come up, like if the house doesn't pass inspection standards or if there's issues with the appraisal, how much the house is actually worth. Closing date. When you buy a house with a mortgage, it will take 30 to 45 days after signing a contract to close on the home and actually get the keys. Earnest money. This is the deposit you're willing to put down to show you are serious about buying the house. If you close on the house, this money goes towards your down payment, or if you back out of the deal outside of a contingency, you will lose it. Step 7. Escrow begins and schedule the inspection. Let's say your offer was accepted. Congrats! Well, almost. You're in escrow. Wait, what is escrow? The word escrow comes from an old French word meaning scrap of paper or scroll of parchment. Nowadays, it's a little more complicated than that, but not by much. Escrow happens after you and the seller agree on a home purchase. It's essentially a holding period where all the paperwork and financial details are finalized before you get the keys. Think of escrow as a safe place where everything is gathered and checked before the final exchange. It's handled by a neutral third party, like a title company or escrow officer. This is also the part where a professional inspector comes in to assess if there are any major underlying issues with the house that could be a deal breaker. If anything is found wrong that wasn't disclosed, you could ask the seller to fix it, or you have the chance to renegotiate the offer. We recommend being there with the inspector and your agent during the inspection walkthrough. Your agent will likely set you up with a trusted inspector that they've worked with before, or you could use Zillow's professional directory to find one as well. Secure your financing. While you are in escrow, you'll apply for financing to purchase the home. You can either use the same lender that did your pre-approval or shop for a new one. Either way, make sure to act quickly during this process. Like if your lender asks for a W-2, get it to them ASAP. At this step, there will be the appraisal done on the house. This basically means your agent will hire an appraiser to come make a report on how much the house is actually worth. This is based on the market value and the comps to determine the home's actual value. In case you don't know, comp is short for comparable sale. It's a recently sold property that is similar to the one you are interested in buying. 3 things can happen at this point. The appraisal matches your offer price. You're clear to close. The appraisal comes in above. You're clear to close and you're getting a deal on the house. The appraisal comes in lower. You're essentially overpaying for the house and your lender won't approve the full loan amount. So either you need to make up the difference in cash or try to renegotiate with the seller. Step 9, purchase a homeowner's insurance policy. You'll need to have proof of a homeowner's insurance policy before closing. Usually your lender can help coordinate this and will lump the payment into your monthly escrow account. Or you can shop around for a policy that works for you. Coverage amounts and specific details vary by policy and location, like if you need to consider climate and weather-related events where you live. Step 10, closing day. Many buyers choose to have a final walkthrough. a day before or the morning of closing. Its purpose is to be sure that the property looks the same as when you made the offer. On closing day, you'll go to a title company, the one that likely handled your escrow, for the official paperwork. The title company coordinates the closing process, including the signing of documents, disbursement of funds, and transfer of ownership. Before closing day, make sure you have 3 to 5% of the sale price on hand for the closing costs. Once the signing is complete and the sale is recorded, you'll receive the keys, and the house is yours. You can now set up utilities for your new home and start letting those memories roll in. Remember, Zillow is here to support you every step of the way, from finding your perfect home to setting you up with a trusted agent, financing it, and making it your own. And most importantly, don't forget to keep your head up. Buying a home comes with many ups and many downs, but you can make home a reality, and we're here to get you there. You now have a pantry of tools at your fingertips in the description box below. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can see more content just like this as you embark on this new adventure. Comment below to let us know how we're doing, or if there's anything specific you want us to tackle in our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.